Thank you. Our next witness is Mr. Luke Cooperhouse. He's the director of Rutgers Food Innovation Center based in Bridgeton, New Jersey. The center is a university-based business incubation program that supports startup and established food and agricultural companies throughout New Jersey and the Northeast region with business, technical, and operational expertise. Welcome.
Chairwoman Velasquez and distinguished members of the committee, thank you for this opportunity to address you today. As you mentioned, my name is Luke Cooperhouse, and I'm director of the Rutgers Food Innovation Center, a university-based business incubation program located in rural southern New Jersey, which has been globally recognized for economic development impacts, including the award of Incubator of the Year by MBIA. I speak to you today as a practitioner of a leading business incubation program and as an individual with extensive leadership experiences in new business startups gained in both entrepreneurial and corporate environments. There are some common misconceptions about business incubator programs, so it may be best if I began my comments today by describing what an incubator is not. An incubator is not a program that offers one-time or episodic business and financial assistance to aspiring entrepreneurs. Also, an incubator is not a building or a research park that simply offers cheap, subsidized space for tenants or shared administrative resources. The heart of a true business incubation program is the ongoing, personalized, and comprehensive services that are provided to clients. By following best practices, an incubator will customize its mission, clients targeted, services provided, and infrastructure that is required in order to integrate its program into the fabric of the community and the broader economic development goals of the region. A best practice incubator will provide the expertise, networks, tools, and a social capital environment that will dramatically enhance the success of a new entrepreneurial venture. An incubator can become the catalyst for the creation of a business cluster in a community, county, state, or region by creating concentrations of interconnected companies, suppliers, service providers, and associated institutions. As a case in point, our Rutgers Food Innovation Center has created a statewide food industry cluster where we have aggregated the entire food industry value chain, where we've also aggregated a network of resources to meet the diverse needs of our clientele. Because of the depth and breadth of their services, business incubators do not duplicate any programs administered by the SBA or any other federal agency, but instead utilize and integrate a number of federal, state, and community agencies as part of their comprehensive resource network strategy. With your help, we now have an opportunity to enhance and expand our nation's business incubator programs, which will serve as a catalyst for effective and efficient economic development in regions across our country. With strong conviction, I feel that what is needed first is a dedicated federal program that specifically supports existing incubator programs nationwide and also supports new incubator programs under consideration. Currently, there is no dedicated federal program that supports business incubators, and very few state agencies have this capability either, and the situation at the state level is only getting worse. Incubators today must create a continually evolving patchwork of funding programs every single fiscal year in order to enhance, and in some cases even continue, their operations. Ongoing operation funding for existing incubation programs is critically needed and will sustain and leverage our nation's established infrastructure and enable these programs to do so much more. Funding should also be available for the development of feasibility studies and business plans for entities considering the establishment of new incubator programs, so that we can proactively develop a continual pipeline for new innovative companies in the years ahead. In my opinion, our objective should be twofold: substantially increase the already compelling impacts of our existing incubator programs and double the number of incubator programs in the U.S. during the next 5 years. We must take a leadership position globally in our support of business incubation. I also feel strongly that federal support to incubators should not be biased to distressed communities or to urban or rural or technology or any other industry sector, but instead focus on the programs that exhibit best practices and can create the greatest potential impacts. Second, I suggest that a series of targeted programs be developed that result in collaborations between business incubation programs and our nation's universities and colleges. In doing so, we can foster experiential learning among students who represent our next generation of entrepreneurs and dramatically improve the technology transfer capacity among our nation's faculty. In addition, I propose that programs be developed to benefit statewide and regional incubator networks, which will result in enhanced collaboration and synergy at the local level and sharing of best practices. Third, we need to create new programs for our entrepreneurial client companies, We need to target, identify, attract, and retain existing and potential gazelle companies, which are responsible for a majority of the total net new jobs, to maximize their potential for success by nurturing them with our incubator resource networks. In addition, we need to provide a mechanism for increased access to risk capital for entrepreneurial companies that show strong potential for business success. Federal funding that supports business incubators will yield a significant return on investment and result in enhanced regional economies across our nation. Thank you very much. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have and participate in any further discussions over the weeks and months ahead.